Welcome back to Dicey Situations, folks. As always, I'm your DM Ryan, joined by my Chaos crew.
Rich playing Theo.
Mark playing Glebnor.
Harout playing Tooluuga.
All right, let's do a little recap and get right into today's episode. Last time on Dicey Situations, the Chaos crew went on a dungeon crawl beneath the mausoleum of the Man in Black. As they delved deeper into the crypt, they were met with traps around every corner. In a room made of flesh, Tooluuga was nearly killed by a cursed tomb, and a shadowy version of Glebnor attempted to trade places with Bleeblee's champion. While Glebnor floated frozen in the abyssal plain, Tooluuga took out his frustrations on his son's doppelganger. Having finally freed Glebnor, the gang explored deeper and discovered a room full of inky black fear. Confronted with twisted visions of their worst fears, everyone but Tooluuga nearly succumbed to the psionic spell emanating from a dark orb. A well-placed shot from Theo destroyed the device and freed the group from their visions and revealed more passageways to explore. After chasing down and destroying the cultist Jeremy, the Chaos crew inched deeper and deeper into the crumbling temple's halls. After a quick run-in with Carl and a pack of zombies, the group split up to explore the crumbled passageways that led to the mausoleum's final chamber. With some expert digging from Glebnor and Tooluuga and a flurry of bullets from Theo, the boys reunited behind a steel-wrought door. Here in the temple's center, they were confronted by a throng of cultists and a towering insectoid guardian. With the lizard folk child's life on the line, we join our heroes now as they stand before a pack of twisted cultists and a stone goblet filled to the brim with writhing shadow. All right, boys. You know how we do it. We're writing the initiative off the rip. Let me describe the room real quick for everybody, and we'll get right into it. You guys are standing in the back of a 50-foot radius circular room. At the center of the room, you can see that there is Lizzy, this young lizard folk child. She's laying on a stone table. She's surrounded right now by 3 of these regular cultists, as they appear to be, they were preparing to carve the name Theo onto her small body. At the back of this circular room, you can see where that stone goblet sits. Dorf, the giant insectoid guardian of this room, waits. And there's also one other mage up there, this cultist. His mouth is covered in black, and he looks insane after having just consumed some of this strange void from the goblet. You guys are ready to rumble. Theo, you are first to act.
You said there's 3 near?
3 cultists that are surrounding young Lizzy.
All right. And I'm assuming none of them are right next to each other?
No, they're like circled around her.
Are they within 5... Are any of them within 5 feet of each other?
I'm going to say no, only because like Lizzie's basically in the centerpiece, and they're on each different side of her.
Hold
on.
Her. Just for illustrations purposes.
Yeah, please, Mark. Do some drawing.
Ah, yes, the artist. My son, the artist.
Lizzy, cultist.
Yeah.
Okay.
These are in a line.
They are, oh yeah, so technically those aren't on. If you wanted to run into the room to get an angle, you might be able to shoot through 2 at a straight line.
Yes.
Perfect. Okay, yeah, so go
Lizzy
ahead.
McGuana.
You use your movement, you run into the room at an angle, and you get into a situation where you can see down the sights of your guns 2 cultists that are lined up as they all look up to see that you've moved into the room. And it's at first they seem like they think you're going to go for Lizzy, but then you dive right and start firing. Go ahead and make your attack rolls, my guy.
It's a nat 1.
Oh, no. Real quick cut to the swamps of Tidagol. I'm so sick of you, you piece of shit. I'm putting a fucking hex on you. I'm hexing you. You hexed. Your strength's going to be way worse than mine. And now, fuck you. We're you're hexed. All right, cut back. Theo, unfortunately, gun jams. Which gun was that?
That was a shotgun.
Okay.
Jury's verdict. I'm putting it away. I look over to Tooluuga. We're killing the bullywugs.
Listen, man, I don't care anymore.
I'll use the ability that I have to switch the guns.
Oh, yeah, you're like a quick draw thing you
Quick
got?
draw, yes.
Sick. Yeah, you're like, this is a fucking gun. You just put it away, pull out your pistols.
No.
Nat 1.
Yeah.
Fuck you! I'm hexing you! You're hexed! You're hexed!
You know, it has been a long time since...
So you look at Theo's second gun jam, and you're like, yeah, we're gonna kill the bullywugs.
They're so irresponsible.
24 down to a 19.
That'll definitely hit.
Rolling that damage.
They are so irresponsible.
It's almost like my son.
22 damage.
He called me son.
Yeah, you put a bullet right through that cultist's dome, and the bullet travels. And then, so are you using your piercing shot on this guy?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So yeah, roll that second attack with disadvantage on the second cultist who is across from him.
Cultist 1 and Cultist 3.
Yes. Cultist 3 is like, I'm 3
17.
17 hits?
And we're not adding the sharpshooter, or we are?
I think we're not, just because that would make you so crazy. You could just rack 10s on all the things you hit.
So it's 10 damage.
That's enough to kill them. These cultists have 9 hit points.
Damn.
So yeah, Theo dives into the room. His gun's jammed, but he pulls out his final pistol and puts a bullet through 2 cultists' head in one shot.
Oh, the poor bullywugs are in for it.
I got, because the only gun I have left is Executioner's Hand, because I killed them, I get my trick shots back.
Hell yeah.
Action surge.
Oh, fuck yeah, let's go.
I'm gonna shoot the other one for 30.
Yeah, that hit.
Down to a 25.
Oh, yeah, that definitely still hit. Just the sharpshooter damage alone is enough to kill them, but if you want to roll for funsies to see how you obliterate this
Just
man.
cultist viscera everywhere.
22.
Yeah. My lord, are you sure? Just his head blows off his shoulders.
And then I have one more shot, I think, right? Yeah, action surge.
Yep,
Yeah.
give you another one.
So, the
Dwarf.
priest,
Oh, yeah, the mage.
Yes.
I'm going to shoot him.
Awesome.
The insane one.
Yeah, he looks fucking like, and you can see that as he's looking down at you, his mouth is covered in this weird black. He's like itching at his chest, trying to hold his robe, like keep his robe together. Like he's trying to keep like a tightness on his robe as you're looking up at him about to shoot.
Doesn't 18 down to a 13. I'm assuming that misses.
13 will miss.
Okay. That should be my turn.
All right, and I will say something interesting. You shoot him, and you shoot him right center mass through his chest. The bullet didn't miss. And then he opens up his strange cloak, and you can see that his chest is like concave, and there is a black hole inside of his chest that just absorbed your bullet. Do not worry, my lord. I will bring you to the void with me.
I don't like that.
We need the vacuum now.
God damn it, Yarno.
This is why I asked for Jurg.
That is Reggie's turn. Reggie's like, we gotta get that girl out of here. He focuses in on the small child, and he's going to cast Vortex Warp.
Oh, hell yeah.
And you see Lizzy appears next to him. I love it when that works.
Yeah!
You had that the whole time?
It hasn't really come up.
Teleporting us somewhere to reach something has never come up.
All right, let's keep the fight going, guys. All right.
Glebnor, that is your turn. Would you like to make a quick insight check for me?
Yeah. I would, in fact. 11.
Your Zom pulses as you are in the room with another kind of slimy-looking creature.
Gross.
Yep.
Mage boy's got Zom hole.
Yep. I hate that I knew what you meant, but yeah.
How far is the cup?
Okay, let me... so the cup would be 80 feet away. It's 50 feet to the middle of the room where the girl was, and he's 30 feet behind that.
You fucking my plan.
Yeah, welcome to the game.
Can I hit the goo from where I am with a magic missile?
I will say with a magic missile you can. Interestingly enough, about the goo in this strange cup, this shadow can only be attacked if you get into the cup with it to fight it.
Okay.
Technically, this cup is offering full cover for this shadow.
Okay.
If you want to attack that thing, typically I would make you have to get in there to fight this creature, but a magic missile just hits, so I can't do anything against that. That's going to happen.
So I'm gonna send, because I assume the magic missile is gonna get sucked into Chest Boy's chest hole.
Possibly, you don't know.
I'm gonna magic missile the goo.
The goo. Sure. Roll the damage for me.
14.
14? Yeah, you don't have to roll with magic missile. It just hits. So that was the damage. 14
That's the
damage?
14 damage.
Awesome. Describe what that looks like for me. I just want to hear it.
Stick my cannoli crust in my mouth. 3 slime balls, adding a incredible pace.
You launch these slime balls that go in this weird arc over the round room, land in the cup. You can see it wriggles like this, like a bowl of jelly in an earthquake. Yes, just writhing around.
Yes,
and you can see that like where your green goo has hit this black void, the green remains and the black diminishes away from it. And there's like 3 green dots now on this black void.
Ooh, and then for my bonus action, I'm gonna hold up my shield and say, "Bleeblee, protect my daddy!" And I cast Shield of Faith on Daddy.
Awesome. Okay.
Who's he protecting?
You.
Tooluuga, you got +2 AC.
Oh, thank God.
You're welcome.
Do you want to move? Do you want to move into the room at all? Or are you staying back at the?
Yeah, I'm going
entrance?
all 50
Perfect.
towards the cup.
Awesome. So I'll have you go right into the center of the chamber. Perfect.
I'm on the altar where the girl was.
Yeah, you stand on top of it cheering. Tooluuga, that is your turn.
I'm gonna move 45 feet in.
Sick. You get right up behind Glebnor.
How far is everything from me?
Okay, so you are now 35 feet away from the cup, and I would say you're 30 feet from Dorf and this strange mage that is up near the cup was,
Is he 30 or 35, the mage?
I'll say they're both 30, and the cup's
Okay.
35.
More importantly, if I channel divinity, I wouldn't be able to hit what's in the cup, right?
I think you would. If you were to make that burst of light go above the cup, the light would go down onto it. It's just really like ranged attacks. It kind of has full cover, mostly from Theo.
You could also take your orb ball and try and drain some threes into that cup.
Once you said full cover, I knew it was because of me.
Yeah. There's not a lot of creatures that have full cover in the book. I gotta homebrew some sometimes.
Just have to check to see if I have to see it.
It's literally full cover for only you, because I was able to hit it and so is Tooluuga.
Well, you're using shit that like avoids the cover rules.
No, it has total cover, right?
It does have total cover.
So it wouldn't be effective.
Okay, cool. All right,
But it does dispel all magical darkness within 30 feet.
interesting.
Dispel any magical darkness within 30 feet.
Okay, yeah. So I think the way that's going to kind of mechanically work here is I will give Dorf and the Void Mage disadvantage on their next attack because of the light.
So I'll run up. Like, oh my fucking God, you guys are the worst. What is wrong with you?
I am Dorf, guardian of the
You're a
temple.
little freak.
I'm quite big,
You're a
actually.
little freak. You're abomination, is what you are.
Yes, an abomination for the Dark Lord.
Yeah, well, too bad. I'm killing you. I'm killing whatever this Dark Lord is. I'm killing Krizik. I'm killing God knows what else. I'm just on a tear right now, and you're all gonna get it. And as I say, you're all gonna get it, I explode light.
Unbelievable. All right, I'm going to make some con saves.
Yeah, DC 16 con.
And so I think what we'll do here, I'll give them disadvantage on the saving throw because you're getting rid of all their magic darkness instead of doing on their next attack. All right, so con save for my guys, and we'll do this at disadvantage. Dorf gets a 9.
Yeah.
It blinds me.
This void-racked mage is going to make his at disadvantage. Also a 9. As the light beams, he's like, "My lord, the light will be absorbed into my void." He's like making weird eye contact with Theo, like he's going to impress him with us somehow.
So it's 15 radiant damage.
Unbelievable. All right,
And then I'm
15.
I'm just gonna bonus action, get my claws out.
Sick. All right, yeah, and you see like after this beam of light, and you're still furious. I think it happens almost like instinctively. The claws just rip out of your skin, and you're standing there.
I'm so mad.
Full of fury.
I'm assuming they're further than 10 feet away, right?
Yes.
Okay.
All right, so that was Tooluuga. The Void-Racked Mage is next, and you see he is going to run over to the side that Theo is on. Like, "Fear not, my lord, I will return you to the void." He leaps down off of the cup. He's going to take a d6 of damage like an idiot because he just rolls his ankle immediately.
Oh my God.
Oh, my lord.
Ooh, I felt that. I felt that.
What a loser.
It is fine, my lord. My job is only to return you to the void.
As he limps over.
All right, Theo. He is going to do a thing called accretion. I need you to make a DC 15 strength saving throw.
Oh no.
Gonna use Indomitable.
Oh, hell yeah. Go for it.
Just failed it. 14.
Okay. You are going to be pulled toward his event horizon.
Oh, he's going to
Don't
turn
love
you into
that.
spaghetti.
So as he opens up his chest, this black hole pulls at Theo. Theo, you try to dig your heels in, and you are getting yanked toward this man's chest. You are going to take 20 force damage. And you are now, as like you guys see that like this black shadow is racking at Theo, and you see him go feet first into this guy's chest.
Oh.
And as he gets pulled in, Theo is gone. He's inside the event horizon. Let's talk about the event horizon because it has very
Thought that
interesting
would take more than
mechanics.
one instance to happen, but
Yeah. You do not want to fail that strength save. Okay.
Not too bad. We're
I mean,
all
I'll
weak.
re-roll it if you want, so I don't fail it.
A trapped creature is unable to breathe and can't cast spells with verbal components. At the end of your turn, you will take 14 necrotic damage and 9 cold damage. You can escape if a rope or long pole is put into the event horizon for you to grab onto. Either the creature itself or an ally outside of the event horizon must succeed on a DC 15 strength or athletics check to pull the creature out. The Void Racked Mage can also release a trapped creature as an action. I will also say there is a feature here called Horizon Collapse. If you kill this mage before you remove Theo,
That
he
was
will
gonna
be
be my
trapped
question.
in the void.
Don't worry, I got him. I got these guys.
My lord, you are so close to my heart.
Theo, you are surrounded by swirling shadow. It is completely
swirly
black.
shadow. Eat your
And
cheesecake.
as you go to gasp, you realize you can't breathe in here. Or speak. It's not looking so hot. That is Dorf.
Who are
Dorf
you?
leaps
You
down
loser.
off of the cup and lands
Little
before Glebnor and
nerd.
Tooluuga. I am not a nerd.
You're a little freak.
I'm not a freak.
I'm a little embarrassing freak.
I'm gonna punch you now. He winds up his fist and goes to punch Tooluuga. All right, I'm gonna make my multi-attack here. He's gonna try to double punch you.
Of course. But you can't touch me.
21 and a 19. How's that work with your new AC?
He meets both. I have 19 AC.
Shit.
Damn.
I'm going to warding flare the 21.
Okay, I'll reroll that one.
You only have 17 AC?
Yes.
Misses with an 18.
I flip him off and then
Okay.
immediately get punched in the...
So you see that as he went to punch you with both his
Ultimate
fists,
punch.
Ultimate punch.
What is that?
one fist does make contact and hits you real fucking hard in the chest. But you can see the other hand, he was going to like grab an item off of you.
Are you trying to grab something off me?
Something interestingly enough happens here. If both punches hit on the ultimate punch, you have to make a DC 15 wisdom saving throw or lose one non-weapon, non-armor object that is small enough to fit in one hand. The object is teleported to a random unoccupied space within 200 feet.
Oh my god.
punch.
That's so inconvenient.
So he's trying to grab something and then like huck it into the shadow so you can't find it. Just a real piece of shit move, I think, really. is
Oh,
the,
asshole.
I'm gonna take your shit! He's trying to punch you.
He's
Okay.
going for your kazoo.
Got the kazoo.
That is the writhing shadow.
Oh, how much did it
inside of
hit?
The cup. Oh, I'm sorry. 14 bludgeoning damage.
Take it.
Are any of you currently like creating light?
Don't we still have the little dancing...
Yeah. Oh, that's true. You have the dancing light from Reggie that would have followed you in here.
Yeah.
So it's going to use a feature called Snuff Out. It's going to extinguish one natural magical light source within 60 feet of it.
One?
Only one.
though.
Okay.
So
who's it picking?
I think it's going to, now that Theo is gone, it just gets rid of the light that was coming toward where Theo was from.
Okay.
So you see like one of the, there's 4 dancing lights, one of them gets snuffed out. That's all it's going to do on its turn. It's just going to chill. Actually, it can make a multi-attack, so it'll snuff out 2 lights. So I'll also snuff out the light near Glebnor. And Theo, that is your turn.
With my light snuffed out,
Yes.
can I my Zom kind of glows.
Does kind of glow. See how that interacts, actually. Wait till your
Just
turn.
asking.
Yeah.
Just asking.
I think, but definitely like, as these lights are going out, the room's getting darker and darker. Okay. So, Theo, that is your turn. I need a DC 15 strength or athletics check to try to yank yourself out.
15.
Oh. So you guys can see that he's like, I finally have my... and a pair of hands come out of his chest, and like Frank Reynolds emerging from a couch, you see Theo's head pulling out of this guy's chest. He's dripping in shadow. He's all fucked up. Yeah, you don't take the damage because your turn will end now, but basically, like, you would have taken a bunch of damage inside there if you hadn't climbed your way out. 15 was fucking, ooh, that was a closey. All right.
I fucking hate everything about this place.
Reggie's, like, kind of panicky. He looks around. He's freaking out a little bit. He can't drop concentration on the lights because those are concentration, unfortunately. What is he gonna do?
Lightning bolt.
Does anybody need to get anywhere? I could vortex warp again. You guys seem to really like that. Just putting it out there.
I mean, I can reach the puddle by myself.
Okay.
Anybody?
I might want to fuck up the wizard guy.
Hell yeah.
Get me away from the wizard.
I was gonna say either bring me there or bring Theo away.
Yeah, I got 10 HP. Get me away from the wizard.
Yeah, you see, it's like, ooh, yeah, he had a bad time in that void. He is going to vortex warp one more time. Theo, you're now standing behind Reggie. You're like wet and covered in this weird black ichor.
I think I like lean on Reggie. Thanks, man.
You're catching it on me. Come on, man.
Shut
Come
up.
on. Just
Shut up. Sick of this place.
Unbelievable.
It's your house.
I hate it.
Glebnor.
Remodeling time.
Remodel.
Glebnor, that is your turn.
I'm gonna zip up into the puddle.
Okay, go for it. Unbelievable. Glebnor, you're gonna have to get, this guy's gonna get an opportunity attack on you. Unless you want to
Which
hit
guy?
him. The dwarf. My big bug.
I'll risk it.
Okay, risk it for the biscuit. Love it. Dwarf's like, not so fast!
I'm gonna sentinel strike reaction him.
Hell yeah. 15? Yeah. No.
Where
no
was
way.
this on me? What the hell?
Sorry. As he goes, I mean, he has like a +8 to hit, so like, you just got unlucky. As he goes to punch Glebnor, your fatherly instincts kick in and you leap up to attack him back.
Daddy!
It's a nat 20. No one touches my currently not
I'm
son.
back in his good graces, baby!
No one touches my baby Glebnor.
Go ahead, roll that damage.
I'm gonna also pump the claws into this.
Sick. Hell yeah.
So it's 16.
Got him
on
with
the
your
normal
claws,
punch.
Daddy!
And then the claws for 2d8.
2d8.
So those proc with the crit, right?
Yeah, you double him. That's 48.
48.
Goddamn.
And because it's a crit, I'm also gonna channel the little drugs in me.
Okay. All right, so what was the damage on the claws?
8.
8. Okay. So, you, as this guy goes, just this big insectoid thing swings to Glebnor. You get a punch right up under his ribs. Your claws jut out into his carapace, and as he yelps out, you burn through the drugs remaining in your system. Roll 4d10 fire damage for me.
We're having roasted bug tonight, boys.
Is the 4d10 already doubled?
That's doubled.
Okay.
Yep.
17.
17. Yeah, there is this singeing, burning smell that fills the room as you're sear into dwarf.
It stings the nostrils.
Fuck you, dwarf.
I will also ask that
No
now
one
that you
beats
have
my son but me.
now that you have burned through this, like, you know, unstable drug magic, can you go ahead and roll 1d100 for me
Yes,
on the wild
sir.
magic table?
Oh no. He's about to teleport.
82.
That sounds good. Let's look it
That
up.
sounds good.
Could be good.
You can take one additional action immediately.
Oh my god!
I'm gonna inflict wounds.
Not dwarf!
That went from sounding good to sounding great.
And you already gave me the fire damage, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I already put that in. Perfect. Yeah. And as you hit
For
him,
29.
there is a final burst of psychotic energy from your drug-fueled mania from the night before. You grab Dorf, like, on one of his forearms that are jutting out from his body, and, like, you feel, like, this wave of necrotic energy, and you rip off one of Dorf's arms as you sever it from his body, souping the connection between
16.
caterpillars. Disgusting. What a horrible round for Dorf.
Shouldn't have swung at me.
That was fucking crazy. And that wasn't even your turn or anything. That was just the reaction attack.
Yeah.
Fuck! Glebnor, it's actually your turn.
Nobody's a puddle around here but me.
Yeah.
Get bonked.
Flying up on my goo.
You could have bonked the goo.
Yeah, so you guys see...
Wait.
What's that?
Does a 29 bonk the goo?
100%. You can see that as you've slicked away from the fight with Dorf, you, I was going to say slime up the cup, but that doesn't sound... You sluice up the goblet. You get to the top and you look down at this writhing, strange, jelly-like black void, and you just fucking slammed your hammer into it. Roll that damage for me.
That's an 11, 5 plus 6 acid, if that matters.
Does not, but good to know.
Yeah, one good turn deserves another. Right?
Yeah. Swing away.
25 hit the goop
Sure does.
for another 14.
Okay, damn.
And then I'm gonna scream out Green Flame Blade.
Was that a question?
You use 2 actions to attack. What is this? You're just yelling it for funsies? You already used your action.
Yeah, but doesn't the Green Flame Blade just add on from the attack?
No. It's its own spell. So you use 2 melee strikes to use your weapon there. If you want a Green Flame Blade, that would be your 1 attack.
Oh, okay. Well, then I'm gonna do that, and then for my bone, I'll steady my aim.
Okay, hell yeah. You like slam into this thing, and then you're like locking in. You're trying to find this thing, Zom. It's gotta have one, right?
Yeah.
So that is your. But one thing you will notice is as you drove your hammer down into this creature twice, you notice that like it's freezing cold, whatever this thing is. There's the Freezing Shadow Ooze has a trait called Frozen Defense. You take 5 cold damage every time you hit with a melee weapon. You can take 10 cold damage.
Brr, it's cold up here, Daddy.
Sure is. All right. Sick. So Glebnor is up on top of this goblet having an ooze battle. Tooluuga, you are on the ground squared up with Dorf, who you just did like a number on. You fucking dick! Holy shit, that sucks! Fuck you, dude!
Just put you through a little clinic, huh?
Ow! It wasn't even your time to go. You just did it. You're on drugs. Fuck you.
I was.
He's furious. It's your turn.
You know, I'm gonna do this just because I forgot I can do this. I'm gonna punch him,
Sure.
and I'm gonna stunning strike.
Stop punching me!
Was it 18 hit
18 hits. Con save, correct?
for 14 damage, and then let me check stunning strikes. Forget what I have. I never use it, so
It definitely worked because I got a 12 on the con save. I'm stunned by how much that hurt!
it's a DC 16 con.
Ah! I can't move! What'd you do, you fucking fish ass?
I just stunned you for a fucking turn, you idiot. Now, excuse me while
I've guarded the gauntlet for centuries!
Well, you obviously aren't good at it.
Well, no one's ever attacked it before!
I punch mid-sentence.
Ow!
I uppercut him so he can bite his own tongue.
Go ahead, you made the attack with advantage because he is stunned. God damn it, Dorf was supposed to have like a really badass sequence of events. Typical in this show. You guys just
18.
beat the shit out of him, make him look like a dweeb. 18 hits.
For 12 points of damage, and then I'm gonna flurry.
Did you roll with advantage?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you'll have advantage on the flurry as well.
Yes, I will.
Fuck off! There's other people here to fucking...
24 for 14 points of damage.
Holy shit, dude! Seriously! On my fucking last legs, you ripped my arm off!
20.
20 hits.
For 15 points of damage.
He had exactly 15 health. How do you kill Dorf?
It's like a... It's just like I'm punching a heavy bag, and I'm slowly just building up speed. And then for the last punch, Tooluuga does a perfect split and uppercuts his balls.
Did they fly through the top of his head?
Yeah. Can everyone make a quick perception check?
Including me.
Yeah, everybody.
12.
Have testicles?
15.
They do now. 21.
Yeah, you guys all look up as splattered on the ceiling is some kind of insectoid ball bag.
With brain matter attached?
Yeah, it's pretty gnarly and gross. The last thing Dorf saw was a fish go into a split and punch his dick off. It's just like such an unceremonious way to die.
And then I run up on the Void Mage Man.
No, I'm dealing. No, please don't. run up on my mage. Do you have anything left? You're just using your movement to get over to him?
Using my movement to get over. Yeah, I'm scaring him.
Right.
Just run up.
That's 2 for flinching.
It is his turn. He's going to roll to see if he gets his little suction move back.
I bet he does.
He does not.
Oh, yes. No one's getting sucked off today.
Yeah. All right. That is the Voidwracked Mage's turn. So I need a DC 16 Dexterity saving throw to Tooluuga.
Oh, boy. Oh, that's a 20. Not nat, just 20.
So as you run at him, he's like, my event horizon is on the fritz.
Skill issue.
He's like tapping at it, looking at it, and then black tentacles explode out of his chest.
What the hell?
You're only gonna take half damage here.
Fucking yarn guy from Invincible.
So you're gonna take 7 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
You're not restrained, as he's trying to like wrap these black tentacles around you. It's never done this before! Black tentacles start wrapping around Tooluuga. He definitely moves out of the way. He gets kind of like tapped by a couple of them trying to dodge them. All right, so I'll let you know, if you start your turn next to him, you will take another 3d6 bludgeoning damage. Just a heads up.
That's if he's still alive.
That is very true. Okay. Gross. All my cultists are dead. Dwarf is dead. Time for the freezing shadow. All right, Glebnor, you're having a goo kaiju fight with this freezing shadow.
A goo off.
It is going to try to hit you with its pseudopods.
Nuh-uh.
They're both going to hit. Wait, so it's a 19 and a 24. 19 hit you?
19 does not hit anymore.
Oh, shit. Oh, yeah, you upped your dex, you motherfucker. All right, so only one's going to hit. A lash of shadow smacks at you. It kind of just goes right across your face. You take 11 bludgeoning damage and 4 necrotic for 15 total. As the pseudopod, it's like a pseudopod slap fight on top of the goblet.
I just hear wet slapping off in the distance.
Gross. All right, sweet. That will be Theo back there with Reggie. Pretty fucked up.
Yeah. I get Executioner's hand on the arm that's like on Reggie's shoulder. I pull out the hand mortar. Fuck that thing. I'm going to sharpshooter.
Yeah, sure.
And I'm also going to put a violent shot into it. So it's going to do even more damage if a hit.
That tracks.
Forgot all about the hand mortar.
Everyone
I
does
always
it.
do, yeah.
Does a 15 hit?
15 just hits.
So
How close is the Void Mage to the thing I'm fighting?
He had to like run and jump off it.
Oh, okay.
So he's like,
Never
well,
mind.
you're not going to hit with a splash on this.
24 damage.
How's the slash damage work?
I think it has to be within so many feet, right?
I'm within so many feet.
That is
Make a DC
Oh,
DC 17
Dex.
dex, I believe.
16.
I think that just makes it, right?
No, he said 17.
Oh, it's 17
17
now. I
now.
forgot. You guys just leveled
Yeah.
up.
So you take
Ouch.
1d8 of fire damage.
Oh, I'm still up.
7 damage.
Damn, rolled that high on that.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, so as like the tentacles are like flying out of this guy's chest, he's like looking at Tooluuga and a mortar just lands in the middle of the mass of the tentacles. He looks out, what is that? It blows up. A little bit of fire licks up onto you, Tooluuga. That was your first shot. Go ahead and make your second one if you wouldn't mind.
Doing the exact same thing.
Sick.
He's still standing right there.
Yeah, I'm pissed at this thing. I'm trying to kill it.
Okay.
Don't worry, I nat 20 the dex save.
Oh yeah.
23 down to a 18.
Definitely hits.
19, 29 damage.
He looks
And because you made it, you don't take any damage,
damage
from
at
the
all?
thing.
Okay.
Yep.
he looks, that second one, a mortar again hits into his chest, and you can see that the tentacles almost like absorbed it for a moment, and you see it explode inside him. He is dangling by a thread of life.
I'm going to do sharpshooter, but with a deadeye shot for Executioner's hand.
Sick.
He's ready to make another dex save.
So 27 down to a 22.
Definitely hits.
17 damage on that.
All right, so as he looks up, my lord, do you not want to be in my chest?
Not one bit.
Describe to me how you finish him off as he's looking up at you, racked with weird looks.
I think after shooting 2 mortars off, I don't even like really aim with the other one. I just kind of flick it up on Reggie's shoulder and just shoot, and it goes right between his eyes.
Sick. Yeah, he's... But my love! Just falls back. Tooluuga, can you make an Arcana check for me?
It's a nat 1. I can't.
Yeah, I think it's just you look down and you can see that this, like, you know, sort of unstable arcane energy in this mage's chest. His body starts folding in on itself. The event horizon is starting to be created here. You have no idea what to do with it, though. There's just like a little black hole in front of you, and his body's being pulled into it. It's wicked upsetting to look at. Nasty. Reggie's up next. He's like, that's nasty. I don't like it. You did that all gross, Theo. Look at him. He's all fucked up now. He's wiggling around.
Well, you know.
Tooluuga, where you need to be, bud?
I guess by the goo, or in the goo.
All right, goo it up.
He's going to use his final second level spell slot to vortex warp Tooluuga on top of the rim with Glebnor.
I'm gonna punch myself unconscious, I guess.
All right, so
How much health do you have?
6.
Glebnor,
Just don't punch it.
that is your turn.
How could I not?
The Tooluuga way.
Yeah.
You're going down anyways.
What?
How beefy is this slime?
It's like not super beefy, really.
I'm a whale on it.
Yeah, go nuts, buddy.
It's a 14 hit.
14 does hit. Mad low AC on this guy.
Suck fucking sledge, bitch. 9.
Yep.
Sneak
9
attack.
damage.
Sneak attack.
Oh, that's true. You do have sneak attack now. Tooluuga's gone up there with you.
It's 5 for the sneak attack.
Sick.
13 hit.
13 hits.
I see why you gave it full cover.
8.
8 damage. And a bonus action.
What kind of damage do I get from this? Cold damage?
It was cold.
And necrotic?
And necrotic. So also, because you hit twice, you do take 10 more that cold damage.
Yeah, I'm just gonna... I guess I'm just gonna stay the course.
Yeah, hell yeah. Yeah, you're having like a goo off. It's dope.
Yeah.
Tooluuga, it is your turn.
All right. Well, I guess here I go. I gotta make the most of this. I start punching.
Yeah.
Now, you said it's a melee weapon, but if I use my claws...
Actually, interestingly enough, let me just read this again one more time.
or is it just
think-
melee hits?
I think it actually specified when a creature wielding a metal melee weapon hits the ooze, it takes.
Oh, Bone Claw is ready.
is ready. I start wailing on the slime.
Go nuts.
14
Yeah, 14 hits.
for 11 points of damage.
Okay.
21
Okay.
for 8 points of damage.
Okay.
I'm gonna flurry a 30 for 9 points of damage,
Okay.
and a 27.
Okay. I think this is gonna do it.
I don't know, 8 points of damage.
All right. So, Tooluuga, you get up there with Glebnor. Glebnor slams into it, and with the help of you being there with him, he gets his sneak attack. So this thing is like really weakened. And then you just start pummeling into this shadow. And like shadow is like falling out of the cup, and now the cup, like, it's starting to look empty as you've punched away all of this shadowy void. And you're standing there, exhausted. And you look down, and the cup appears almost empty. I need you and Glebnor to make dexterity saving throws for me.
Oh, God.
Do I get advantage?
Yes, you get
I can
advantage.
see it.
Danger sense. Yep.
Oh, 17?
21.
21. You feel the goblet, it's like a 10-foot tall stone goblet, begin to shake and crack, and you both leap off of it before it can crumble. And as this goblet falls and shatters, you can see that the final dredges of this shadow begin to coalesce. You look around and you can see that all of the light in this chamber is beginning to fade away. Reggie looks at his hands and he can't control his dancing lights anymore. The room goes pitch black, magical darkness.
Oh, yeah, I'll open the backpack up.
Oh yes, because you still have your object interaction, right?
Yeah.
Orbit up,
Right.
baby.
So,
I just open it up and just have it point up to the
so
ceiling.
you're in this magical darkness, and for just a moment, Theo, only you can see in front of you. It appears to be the silhouette of the man in black in this inky blackness. And as the light from the backpack opens, his like the silhouette of this body It was clear to you in that moment of pure darkness that you were looking at some strange version of him. You saw the flowing black robes, but then as the light cracks and like illuminates this chamber, and everyone kind of like covers their eyes for just a moment because it is so bright. It's like when you're in a completely pitch black room and someone flips a light switch. But now, as you see with the light in the room, you're looking at just ink in the shape of the man in black. Not looking at him. He's now in his second form. All right. We are now into phase 2 of this boss fight.
Oh, boy. Whew. Good thing I still have...
Face slurp.
I'm done.
Okay. That is this inky figure's turn. I think you see that it points at Theo. Theo, I need you to make a charisma saving throw.
Is this an attack?
This is an attack.
Okay. I want to sentinel strike it.
That one? Okay. So, you're going to take 4d10 shadow damage.
The fuck is shadow damage?
I homebrewed it.
I hope he rolls 1 on all of them.
That would be tight.
Don't say that. He's going to purposely just type 10 in 4 times.
28 points of damage.
I am down.
Okay.
Don't worry, Reggie's right there, though.
I need you to immediately make a death saving throw with disadvantage.
With disadvantage?
He's in Magria.
Oh, shit.
But we're in Bad Gully, the Mirage City.
With disadvantage, it was a 10.
Okay.
Is that a pass?
It's a pass.
That's a pass, yeah.
You look and you can see that where this beam of shadow came from this figure and hit into Theo's chest, it has stayed. And now Theo is on the ground with this writhing shadow going into his chest as this figure moves closer and closer to Theo's body.
Sentinel strike.
Go ahead for a sentinel strike.
16?
16 misses, unfortunately.
What a loser.
It walks, and it's like as you swing at it, it's like punching through the air. And he's just walking menacingly toward Theo with his movement. Theo, that is your turn. And their death saving throw at disadvantage.
17 at disadvantage.
17 at disadvantage. Whatever is happening here, you are fighting for your fucking life. That is your turn. That is Reggie.
Reggie, we could use some aid.
Reggie, jam the cheesecake in his mouth.
Or that, yeah, do that one.
Reggie looks at this like figure moving toward Theo. He's like, no. He grabs a cheesecake out of his pocket, jams it in Theo's mouth. He'll use his full action to give you the full benefit of a delicious cheesecake.
I think it's 36.
Yeah. Theo, mouth full of dessert, you wake up, staring.
Sam is unbeaten.
Dude, unstoppable.
And then Reggie looks at this inky foe and is like, okay, bye. He runs his full movement and tries to just get away from this creature that is walking toward the two of you.
Take Lizzie with you.
Forgot Lizzie.
Ooh. My bad. I'll go back on the next time. It'll be fine. I'm not good in these high pressure situations, guys.
Glebnor, that is your turn.
Am I right next to this thing?
You can, with your movement, easily get to it.
Well,
Glug, glug.
grip to my loo.
Grip to your loo, indeed. You're gonna go for
You're gonna
grapple?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I will make a strength saving throw.
25.
21.
Get gripped, bitch.
As this inky figure, it's vaguely humanoid, is walking toward Theo with an outstretched hand, a green pseudopod wraps around his body, and you can see he's being restrained by Glebnor from behind as he's moving toward his prey. That was your action. You can use a grapple as part of the attack action. So if you'd like, you can make another attack, and then you still have your bonus action free.
I want to get in there.
Oh, you've grappled him.
Soul sap, baby.
Okay, I will make my saving throw. It says a con save, right?
It is indeed a wisdom. Wait. No, it is con, yeah.
Okay.
12.
Nat 1.
Sapped, bitch!
He's in there.
Glebnor.
It's Zolvin time.
Glebnor. You wrap around this inky shadow, and the rest of your party, at a certain point, as these two gooey creatures fuse and fight and struggle. It is hard to tell where Glebnor ends and the shadow void begins. But as Glebnor wraps around this inky mass, he begins to dissolve.
Give to me your powers.
You see his zom glows bright, illuminates the entire room, and the shadows are dispersed, and Glebnor remains.
Yes.
Glebnor, I would like you to add to your character sheet Empowered Zom Frozen Shadow. I can't believe that's how that went down.
Yes.
I mean, he's still there, right? Or is he gone?
Gone. I solved his ass.
He's gone.
Instant?
With the nat 1.
A nat 1 narratively told me that the Zolve happens now. He only really didn't have a lot of hit points in the second phase. It was just to try to do a lot of burst damage to kill Theo.
Mm-hmm.
But I can't write that. That
was badass.
Insane. Glebnor,
Ooh.
your Zom that is typically glows warm, you feel almost like an icy chill over it now.
This is what it feels like to chew 5 gum.
Glebnor, if you would like to read what that does, please.
I have frozen defense now. When a creature wielding a metal weapon hits the ooze, it takes 2d4 cold damage. I also have spider climb. Looking at you, Theo.
Yeah.
The ooze can climb difficult surfaces, including upside down on ceilings without needing to make an ability check.
You gave him that.
You have a climb speed equal to your speed?
Oh my, why would you do that?
You gave him that.
Listen, the slippers of spider climbing are like a green piece of shit item, okay? It's only scary because it's Mark that has it. That's the only reason.
That's what I mean. Why would you give it a mark?
Because I haven't done any Zom stuff in a while and I wanted to reward him.
Yes, my Zom is bumping. And I also have a feature called Snuff Out. The use extinguishes one natural or magical light source within 50 feet of it. The light source is created by a spell. It is dispelled.
Yeah, so
I'm gonna be all up on your ceilings. Just be mad cold.
you stand now in an illuminated chamber. All your enemies have fallen, and only Glebnor and his shadowy powers remain.
I would like to use all of my movement to get on the ceiling.
You guys look for a moment, and there's like a moment of you're like, oh no, maybe the void somehow corrupted Glebnor. But then you see Glebnor just zip up to the ceiling and dangle down.
And I wave. Hi guys!
Huh.
Are you good, buddy, or
Stuck on like glue.
what the fuck?
I can
Alright.
do this.
He solved the hell out of him.
Yeah.
He just solved it.
I mean, it good for us, I guess, but is that good for him?
Don't know.
Is it chilly in here?
How did he solve it? Everyone, real quick, a final strength saving throw. As now the room is illuminated, the small black hole forming in the corner becomes very, very clear.
9.
15.
How did you get the highest?
How'd you get 9?
I know. I rolled real low.
Theo, you're kind of like catching your breath, and you look up, and you can see Tooluuga and Glebnor getting yanked toward that black hole.
My spidey senses don't tingle?
I mean, they're tingling. Your whole body's tingling because you're getting yanked into a void fucking horizon. Okay.
Can
You
I
see-
do an Arcana check?
Yeah, sure.
Can I fucking whip my rope out
Can I
real
get a
quick?
cork and just plug it?
I'm assuming that's not going to do anything. 10.
Yeah. It just looks like a really scary black hole. You've been in there. You know it's a bad time.
Yeah.
Okay. Tooluuga, it is your turn now. We're still on initiative because this void is basically like now like a hazard on the field. You're being yanked toward it.
Could I figure out a way to turn it off?
Can I scream to Reggie, can we teleport yet?
Oh, yeah. Grady's like, oh, yeah! The teleport!
Well, that's not gonna stop this thing from sucking.
Yeah, you're still getting sucked though, guys! Tooluuga, make a Arcana check for me. Arcana, or you can even do like history if you wanted.
Oh, history. Okay, let's... 15?
Something's gotta go in this void to stop it. Something needs to get in there to destroy it. The 15 history? I think that your base idea is if I want to destroy Shadow, I need something with light.
I don't want to get rid of the ball.
He's forcing you to get rid of the ball.
Maybe a little.
No.
He's like, no, not the ball. I love the ball.
Everyone got strong sources of light?
I got my
Grenades
shades.
give off a lot of light when they blow up.
Reggie goes, no, not my grenade.
But the ball!
That's meant for
Theo can
Krizik's
make
asshole.
them!
Hold on, I have an idea.
Theo makes these things by the dozen.
Tooluuga, you're like digging your heels and it's getting dragged toward this thing.
I do have Word of Radiance and Fairy Fire.
Yes!
What's Word of Radiance again? That's a cantrip,
It's
right?
a cantrip. I burst out like just light around me.
Okay.
Yeah, I utter a divine word and burning radiance erupts from you. Each creature of my choice that I can see within range must succeed a con saving throw or take 1d6 radiant damage.
Okay. I will do this. Roll a d6. If you get a 6,
Well,
I might get a little funky there.
it's 2d6 because of my level.
2d6. Okay, so if it's 2d6, we'll say if you can do 10 damage with that Word of Radiance.
Well,
7.
Okay. As Tooluuga's getting dragged toward this black void, he's like bursting light magic at it, trying to stop it. But you can see it's not strong enough to like shatter this black hole spell that is pulling him toward it. Tooluuga, on your next turn, you will be sucked into this void.
I want to move. How far did it suck me before?
You're basically like 5 feet away from this thing.
Can I
Step of the
use
winds.
movement?
Yeah, it's gonna have your movement, but you can use your movement to try to run away.
How far did it suck?
You
how
got
much does-
yanked 40 feet toward it.
So I want to move 40 feet away. I'm going to try it again, guys.
So you're gonna bonus action Step of the Wind?
Yeah.
Okay, so bonus action Step of the Wind. You see Tooluuga is running for dear fucking life as he's getting yanked back, but with your movement you're able to pull yourself away from it
does he
using
get
all
to make another save?
yeah, make another saving throw for me. Actually, you know what? It'll happen on the start of your next turn. You'll have to make a
okay.
saving throw again. Okay. That is Theo's turn.
So
Shoot the hole!
it just needs light in there.
I don't have any guns that shoot light.
You got a
An
mortar.
exploding mortar.
Does that count as light?
Reggie's like, I don't know. He's like,
It's worth a shot.
actually, Reggie goes next. So I think what Reggie does is like, how about this? I'll cast a light cantrip on the mortar, and then you shoot it in.
Yeah, I could do that.
Got it. You kind of like show the mortar to Reggie. He's gonna cast light on one of the rounds of ammunition, and then you take aim on the void. Go ahead and make your attack roll for me.
16.
I'll say that hits because the void mage only had a 15 AC, so we'll say 16 will hit it.
15 mortar damage.
Yeah. So as Tooluuga is running away from this black hole, Glebnor's on the ceiling, and part of his body's still connected to the ceiling, but like another part, he's just fully stretched, like a jelly elastic band, like wiggling in the middle of the room. He's getting sucked in, and then you aim your mortar, fire it, and you can see like a little ball of light lands in this black hole. There's like a moment's pause, small explosion inside the void, and then it dissipates.
I think after I shot it, I just covered Lizzy,
Yeah.
like just in case anything happened.
Yep. Okay. Gentlemen, that was a wild one. You are now out of initiative and out of combat.
Whew.
Reggie,
Oh, boy.
teleport us out of here.
Wait. One thing real quick.
Yeah.
I want to see if there's like a mural of whatever they were trying to worship. or
Whip your
whatever.
ball out.
Yeah, can I get... let's get some either perception or investigation checks in the room real quick.
Can I do a medicine check to see how Lizzy's doing?
Yeah, medicine check.
16 on the percept.
Sure.
I got not great. 12.
Yeah.
10 medicine check.
10 medicine check is enough to bring her to consciousness.
Have a taco. Quick, Theo, get her a taco.
Okay, taco.
Maybe something with cat in it.
What?
Nope, that's a sandwich. Have
That could have cat in it.
have a crude sandwich. They're a delicacy in the Underdark.
This has staples on it.
You can flick them
Oh
off.
yeah, I mean, no, you it's good iron.
Oh.
Yeah.
Is this newspaper?
Well, yeah, it's edible newspaper. It keeps all the juices in, and then you eat that, and you get the juices.
It's no cat, but it'll do.
Can I get a stealth check from Glebnor with your cat?
So does she hear it meowing?
No, with a 26, she doesn't.
Wait, why is it 20?
Wait, 16. We're not past without trace anymore.
Yeah. She looks over at you, Glebnor, as you put the cat behind your back. You're kind of translucent, so she can still sort of see it, but not enough to do anything about it at this point.
She's sickly. She's seeing things.
You can keep Mitzi.
Minxie.
Okay. And then, what was the perception checks? I'm sorry.
I got a 12.
12, 16 from Glebnor. What was yours, Theo?
Nat 1.
Okay. You really want to get the fuck out of here?
Yeah.
Not only does this room feel like oppressive to be in, you're so gross right now. You're just like covered in this like weird black, like viscous substance. You look like you've been like dipped in oil.
Yeah, don't like it.
Right. Glebnor, you look on the ceiling, and you were just on there. So as you've like, I guess actually you haven't described yourself coming down.
I'm up there, baby.
Yeah. So
This is where I live now.
you look down at everybody. You see that the coast is clear, and then you look at what you're standing on. And the ceiling of this structure is painted, Sistine Chapel style.
Hell yeah. Michelangelo. Let's go.
And you see a depiction of the Man in Black's last day on Iona. And you see the goddess of justice driving a black blade through his heart.
Daddy, throw me the ball.
What if I just open it and aim it up there?
Open the ball and aim it at the ceiling. I'm going to move so everybody else can see what I'm seeing.
I spotlight over it.
You illuminate it, and you can see that this goddess of justice, even though her features have been worn away by the ancient magic that cursed her name and her visage, she was the one that used the blade to destroy the Man in Black. It should have been her that ascended to become the god of death, but for some reason it wasn't. And I think we will leave our heroes now with these mysteries surrounding them. And we'll dig in more next time on Dicey Situations. Thank you all for listening. Don't forget to keep it dicey.
Howdy, Glebnor here, and I just want to say thanks for listening to Dicey Situations. If you liked what you heard, make sure you come back on Friday to listen to our talkback called Situational Awareness, where we break down the episode and you get to know us, the players, a little bit better. And as always, make sure you rate, review, subscribe, and word of mouth actually helps a lot. So if you could tell all your friends, that would be great. Thanks again. Keep it dicey!
This has been a Business Shark production.